So I just wanted to talk about praying because when you're getting into being a religious person, like when you're first getting into contact with God, it can be confusing. And I'm still getting used to it. I haven't been in contact for that long, but it's important. It's important as a Christian to pray. It's the way you communicate with God, and you learn to rely on God and to trust God by just having a casual conversation with him. You can just, if you're sitting on your own, you can talk to him, and you can talk to him out loud. I think it's the best way to do it. But if you're with people, you can just talk in your heart or in your mind. I mean, he knows what you're thinking and he knows what you're feeling, so you can communicate in that way, and you sort of have a running dialogue with God. It helps to express yourself. If you need someone to talk to, you can talk to God, and he hears you, and he does talk back in the sense that things come to you, and it's a weird thing. It's difficult to explain, and there are a lot of people online who they talk about hearing God's voice, or hearing God and talking to God and stuff. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe they do actually hear a voice, but I don't think so. I think that it's more just a. How do you explain it? It's not just. It doesn't just come from you. Basically, you're not just talking to yourself. And sometimes it's obvious. Like sometimes a word or a sentence or something will come to you quite clearly, and it really feels like it's coming from somewhere else. Other times it's not like that. Like sometimes you'll have dreams, and it'll just feel like a regular dream. Sometimes you have dreams, and it feels like God has put that dream like it's a God dream. It's something different. Something different going on. And so yeah, to have you can talk to God, but then there's also the praying for things, asking for things. Like the most common thing I ask for is just understanding. Can you help me to understand this, or I'm worried about this, and I'm fairly privileged or fairly blessed, let's say, so I don't need to ask for much. So, I do ask for things, like I go on walks and I ask for to see some nice things, or I ask that God protect my wife when she's riding into work. She rides a bike in, and so I asked for protection for her, and some things like that. And I ask for things, and sometimes I get, and sometimes I don't. But I think God wants you to depend on Him. And the other thing is thanking God. You pray to thank God, and I have a lot to thank Him for. I mean, He rescued me, He protected me. He's protected me my entire life, and I can see that. Like it's, at the time I didn't know, but now looking back, seeing how things could have gone, things could have gone very badly, very easily, a number of times, and they didn't. And I feel, I guess I felt like I was lucky, but really I was blessed, and I can see the hand of God in my life, and even on a day to day basis, there's plenty to thank God for. And it's one of the difficult things to transition from a scientific perspective to a believing in God perspective, or like a Christian perspective, is understanding that we don't just live in a material world where if you've got food on your table, it's not because you went to the shops. And if you've got money, it's not because you worked. It's because of God. God wants you to have it because He created everything and is in control of everything. So if you're being fed, it's because God's, it's the grace of God, let's say, that you're being fed. So there's a lot to thank God for. He's everywhere. He's involved in every aspect of your life. So thank Him for the good things. Another thing is protection. If you need protection for something, like maybe there's a person in your life, but if you're becoming a new Christian, there's a good chance. Well, I don't know, a good chance. It's possible. Let's say there'll be demonic influence in your life. So, I've had I've had demonic attacks, in my dreams, and that's been quite unpleasant at times. But I've asked for protection from that, and haven't had any problems for a little while, so that's been good. Yeah, so that's another thing, protection as well. So praying, basically, just you. I think it's the type of thing you need to work out your relationship with God. Everybody's relationship's going to be different. Everybody is different, and everybody needs different things. But talk to God, I guess, is the point here. Talk to God. And you'll get to know him over time, and he's cool. And I don't know God that well. I don't think. I would like to know him better. Put it that way. But yeah, you need to talk to God if you're a Christian. So, and you can. I don't know how it works if you don't have His Spirit. Like if you just if you haven't accepted Jesus' sacrifice. Yeah, and you haven't got His Spirit. I don't know how it works. It's probably you can probably still talk to God. He'll still hear you, I guess. But yeah, if you need someone to talk to, or be thankful, and just a bit about praying.